The MCG. Sweltering weather for this match is really going to sap the players' energy. Rotation is the key. A player who always knew how to find the goals and did so 800 times in his illustrious career. From my point of view, it's a delight to have him as part of the commentary team. Welcome, Richo.
Hi, Dan. It's good to be here tonight.
Tonight's clash between Hawthorn and the Lions. The banners look great as the players get set to run through them. Umpire tosses the coin. Hawthorn winning the toss. Round 13. The players are all eagerly awaiting the siren. Nothing like an opening bounce, right, Richo?
There's nothing that ignites the passion of a footy lover more than the opening bounce. Both teams will be eager to dominate the centre clearances early.
Goes short with a hand pass. Zorko has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Sends it on its way. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Thumps the pigskin. Durade with the mark. Kicks. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Virgil boots it. The mark is taken by Pepperoni. Kicks it. Picked up the ball. Heads up the corridor. Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. Kicked by O'Mara. Good mark on the run. Boots it. A mark by Henderson. Choose to kick it. Great mark under pressure. 30 metres out. Gunston shoots. He really should have made more of that. Hawthorn by a point.
Rich is a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. Mays, with beautiful hands above the head, he really is a great target to kick to. Burton, with good strong hands, sending it on its way. Burgoyne, with a strong mark, puts boot to ball. That's a nice strong mark.
Goes towards half forward. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well.
Walker's got all the makings required to become a great servant of this football club. I reckon he could become a 200-game player. Bell taking aim. This kick could really change things. Hits nothing with that one.
The ball has gone over the boundary line on the full. Kicks. A solid mark from Hodge. Jams it on the boot. Marks. Kicks. Great mark. Durade feeling the pressure, gets the quick kick away.
Buick is a first-class decision maker. He appears relatively unhurried when under pressure and constantly finds the best option in heavy traffic. What a great skill. He gets boot to the ball. Shaki lining up with the goals. Shaki goes for home. That's a great goal.
Shaki gets the ball rolling with the first goal of the game. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Here we go. McAvoy with a big fist on it. Freeman on the ball at the moment. Papaloni lays it off to the running man. He lays it on the boot for a giant kick. Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. Like working in a telephone box. Look at him go. Brisbane leading at quarter time by 5.
The Hawks need to recognise the opposition run on and take some initiative and ownership to intervene themselves.
What do the stats look like, Richo?
The Hawks have 15 kicks on the board and Brisbane have 12, fairly close if you ask me. Marks are fairly close on the scoreboard with the Hawks on 11 and Brisbane on 9.
You always have that unique perspective on things, Richo. Let's go back to the action.
Football doesn't build character, it reveals it.
Batted down nicely by Martin. Pasternak on the ball at the moment. An easy interception for Buick. Dishes it off by hand. He lays it on the boot for a giant kick. The ball over the line. We'll get a ball in. Umpire lets it loose. Siglet with the tap. Has it now. Great mark. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. 15 metres out. Roughead taking a chance at goal. It's a game of fluctuating fortunes as the Hawks take back the lead. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Cleared by Martin. Pasternak has the ball. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. I haven't seen him for a while, Richo.
I don't think his performance is going to go down too well in the coaching box, Dennis.
The scores are all tied up. We've got deadlock.
McMillan can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. Christensen getting into position for the kick. He steadies now in front of goal. Christensen goes for home. The Lions get the goal.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Umpire bounces the ball. Siglet with the tap. Deft touch from Gunston. Grabs the footy. Handball short. Deft touch from O'Mara. Durade with the mighty fist. Burgoyne decisively. Picked up the ball. Beams will get the free for throwing. Beams boots it. Taylor marks it. He kicks it long. Pasternak marks it. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 50 metres from home. Pasternak pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. The huge kick makes it to the goals. Pasternak kicks his first. 2 goals the margin for the Lions.
Pasternak can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Punch by Martin. Beams taps. Gains possession. Siglet with the football. Gibson bumps. Oh, something must have carried that. It's a lovely long kick.
Henderson can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. Martin slams the ball to his boot. A nice contested mark. Durade boots it. A good contested mark there.
Gets boot to high. Nice contested mark by Christensen. Christensen. He holds his breath. Stunning. When you need someone to stand up and be counted, he's certainly done that.
Christensen can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match.
McAvoy wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that type of effort will win any time soon. Ball up in the centre square. Martin got a fist on it. The ball came out of the pack like a wet salmon. Gardner, not fazed by the pressure, gets his kick away. Opportunity now for Christensen. A monster kick will be required from here. Christensen launches one towards goal. What a great goal by Christensen. Good things come in threes. That's his third. This kick puts them further into the lead. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The ball has been bounced. And that's the end of the term with Brisbane 31, Hawthorn 7.
I'd expect the coach will be asking for more of the same in the second half with a first half performance like that.
Let's go to Richo now and take a look at the stats.
The Hawks are far behind on the scoreboard but are neck and neck with the Lions in the stats.
You always have that unique perspective on things, Richo. An interesting first half. Let's see how the third quarter pans out when we return from our halftime break. Second half is underway.
If you have everything under control, you're not moving fast enough.
Martin with the tap. Birchall decisively. Bumped by Gardner. Gathers the ball. Wins the hard ball. Papaloni kicking the skin off that one. The loose ball picked up. Is in his possession. McAvoy picks up the loose ball. That's nonsense. Damn nonsense and stats, as they say, all of which sums up this match. With the ball now. Birchall, not fazed by the pressure, gets his kick away.
Buick has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. That's a mark. Christensen lining up with the goals. Christensen goes for home.
Good tap from Frawley. Pasternak controls. McMillan guides it. Jurade with the ball. Burton with the mark. Choose to kick it. Great mark under pressure. Works it across the ground. Taken by Buick. Buick feeds it wide. The mark is taken by Ziegler.
When you look at the set shots at goal, there just aren't enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to mark. If the Hawks' forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50, they just need to be given a shot, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Puopolo kicks the ball, just wasn't able to grab it cleanly. Martin kicks the ball. He grabs it.
Chips it down towards half forward. A solid mark from Bill. Can he kick it from here, Richo?
He should kick this.
Going for goal number one. It's in the air. A goal for Brisbane. Bill puts them further in front. Brisbane by 5 goals. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Look at that bounce. Martin punches. O'Mara comes away with the ball. Shields. Chips it down towards half forward. Bill presents and takes the mark. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Bill lets fly with a shot at goal. He had perfect control over the ball right up until the minute he kicked it. Brisbane by 31. Needs someone to break hard. He's ready to bring it back into play. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. That ball's travelling. He kicks it gun barrel straight. This lead getting bigger now. That's 5 in a row for the Lions. Brisbane with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Hawthorn 44-7. Martin got the hit out. He has the ball. Good drop punt by Shields. Nice mark there. Punishing kick from Rockcliffe. Pasternak takes it well. That play is as high-tech as it can from. There's the siren for the end of the third quarter. The scores at Brisbane 44 to Hawthorn 7.
Well, a win is in sight for Brisbane, but you can only become a winner if you're willing to walk over the edge. So they will have to ensure they remain committed in the last quarter.
Let's go to Richo now and take a look at the stats.
Marks are fairly close on the scoreboard, with the Lions on 26 and the Hawks on 21. Both teams fairly close in the handball stats, 10-7.
Insightful, Richo. Only one term to go.
Let your head hang down. Never give up and sit down and grieve. Find another way.
You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alleyway. Hodge gets the ball out of the pack. Kicked by Shields. A good mark under the circumstances. McStay puts it on the boot. A great effort. He steadies now in front of goal. 30 metres from home. Puopolo kicks for goal. Puopolo goes goalward. It's true. Well, the margin's big, but there's lots of time left on the clock. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The ball bouncing well.
Segler will give you a competitive contest in every hit-out, I can assure you of that. But the midfielders are going to have to work really hard to earn the centre clearances off his ruck work.
The loose ball scooped up. Roughhead has gone missing, Richo.
I don't think his performance is going to go down too well in the coaching box, Dennis.
He hasn't seen much of the footy. He runs the ball over the line. The Hawks coach using the bench. Punched by Martin Harton decisively. Bounces favourably for Smith. Siglet misses the ball as he runs past. He's a ball magnet. Hewitt comes away with the ball. Chip kick along the wing. Clean tap by Birchall. Gathered by Pasternak. Jams it on the boot. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Bilt lines it up. Bilt with a kick and goal. Bilt scores with a beautiful kick. Brisbane by 6 goals.
Bell really wears his heart on his sleeve.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Martin gets onto the ball. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Hands like dinner plates. Spears a low ball. Gunston wins the marking contest. Jams it on the boot. Good mark by Schellenmakers. 40 metres from home. Going for goal number 1. The Hawks get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Schoenmakers has got a habit of pulling it out when it matters most. That's a set.
Schoenmakers needs to practice his goal-kicking routine. It helps a player handle any situation in the game. If he does that more often, then he might enter the league of the elite goal kickers.
Intercepted by McAvoy. Handball finds Gunston. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. Walker kicks it out of congestion. Here's a chance for Freeman. 60 metres out. Freeman kicks for goal. Oh no, you've got nothing but sympathy for a man who doesn't score. Brisbane in front.
Their disposal efficiency has been fantastic, but Hawthorn need to begin taking more gambles if they're going to cause some damage on the scoreboard. Hodge boots it. Burgoyne with good strong hands. He boots it. Shields marks it. He boots it. The mark will be paid.
50 metres out. Going for goal number 1. McAvoy watches as it leaves his boot. The Hawks have scored the last 2 goals. The biggest danger here is that they'll run out of time to turn this around. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Punched by Martin. Fantastic result for fans of the Lions. Richo to wrap up the match.
As a player, a small cog in a machine, the principle is competing against yourself first. It's about self-improvement, about being better than you were the day before.
Final scores are 51-26. Well, that's all we have time for. We only part to meet again, maybe next weekend.